Welcome back, one and all. Last time we were just going through the jungle, so here we are with a bunch of crocodiles. Watch out, there's endless swamp there, and a crocodile that will hit you like that and try to eat you. And there's bottomless swamp area if you walk through here. Don't go over there. There's items here, but it's not worth getting. So if you spend too long in the swamp, you'll sink to your death. I just want to get through here because there's nothing here. So let's head up here. There's another snake you can eat. If you're really low, you shouldn't be. You should be able to get through this mission easily. So here I believe we're going to have a little cutscene. Cutscenes aren't as long in this game as they were in the previous game. They are a lot shorter. Some of the longest ones are in the beginning there. But most of the other cutscenes, like in the beginning and in the end, are where the longest cutscenes are. Everywhere else in between, usually 2 to 5 minutes, most cutscenes. Ooh, we see guards.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen.
Or to run up behind them and take them down.
The mission depends on how well you use your camouflage.
Which I'll be going over next.
Change your camouflage by
I know how to change my camouflage.
from the survival viewer.
This is a neat little thing. It's also kind of an annoying little thing. If
While the face option lets you change your face.
you want to maintain a high camouflage, you have to change a lot, and that can be real annoying.
Conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
How effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area.
Yeah.
The higher the value,
go over this.
the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Alright, so there we go. So press X to duck down. Press start to go into your survival viewer. How did I... Oh, I got hit by a... First off, your health will regenerate over time as long as you're not in combat. So don't worry about using that life up to gain life. Again, just stay out of combat and you should be fine. Second, you want items? Forget the confirmation button is X. So let's go over some of these options here. Camouflage, face. Urban Splinter, you want woodland for a while. Also, if at the intro it gives you the choice to pick I like Metal Gear Solid 1, I like Metal Gear Solid 2, or I like Metal Gear Solid 3 for playing the subsistence version. If you say you like Metal Gear Solid 1, when doing this first mission, you will not lose any stamina whatsoever. If you say I like Metal Gear Solid 2, you'll actually start off with the Raiden mask, if you like Raiden. I don't have a problem with Raiden, but I'm not going to wear the mask because it brings down your camo. If you say you liked Metal Gear Solid 3, you'll start off with all these different face paints that don't do anything other than put flags on his face. Nothing fancy. So we're going to go with the woodland, because the woodland will cover most face paint will cover most outdoor areas, while Splinter will cover most indoor, and those are the only 2 real main ones. If you're just looking for generic coverage. Olive Drab, you will never use this. There's probably only one time that I find this useful, but other than that, no other reason. Tiger Stripe, this is your most common. We press L2, we can see him. Oh, don't spin around a lot because he will puke and you will lose stamina. This is the most common one you'll probably, if you're just looking to not change your outfit very often, This is probably the one. Leaf, if you're in dense forest areas, like right now, you'll probably see me using this one quite a bit for this first part. Tree bark, so if you're ever pressed up against a tree, use this one and you'll achieve a really good, probably around 85. This combined with probably the black face paint will probably achieve an 85%. While ducking will achieve an 85 to 90%. Camo index. Square painting, not the most useful, but it does help in the upcoming area or any urban area. It's not a bad urban one, but not great either. Black doesn't really do much other than looking cool. That's about all it does. It does help somewhat at night, but you're still more effective going with the other ones. Desert, this one will come in real handy when you're dealing with no, this is Desert Tiger. This is one of the ones if you say you like Metal Gear Solid 3. Those three I believe just have special prevents battery drain, yeah, okay. Where prevents equip suppressor from wearing out. Drops any damage. Oh, that's not bad. So those are just little extra bits, but I won't be using these. These are the main ones you start with, no matter what. Also, there's Naked, which provides you with the lowest camo index, chances of getting a cold, and you look badass like the Governator from Predator. Can I go back now? Thank you. But this is my leaf. This is my choice, the leaf one. This is probably the best one you're going to find in the beginning area here. So that's it for camo. That's a lot to talk about. I know, most Metal Gears you won't be talking about this much. Next is backpack. Go to the backpack, you can equip equipment. If you drop items you don't need, like I don't need this, no. Just select the item and highlight it, and press the square button. You have to have the revival pill on, it won't let you. Keep that on, I don't need that, I don't need that. The less you have on, the lower your stamina gauge will drop. And here you can bring stuff up. Calorie mates, I'll show you those later. Directional microphone, don't need, drop that. So carry as little as possible. You can only carry 8 items and 8 weapons. Remember that at all times. Food. Here's where you eat items to replenish your stamina. Usually by the time every quarter stamina you lose, you'll start to your stomach will start to get louder and growl, alerting enemies. If it drops halfway, you'll notice a huge change in your aiming ability. He'll start swaying a lot, and the recoil will be really bad. So, and I think if you go down to 0, I think you knock out. I'm not sure. Or I think it's just really, really bad. Empty, you have 3 places to put animals, so if you tranquilize animals, you can put them in here. The benefit to doing that is they won't spoil. Food will spoil after a while and go bad and cause sicknesses and stuff like that. So if you're going to keep animal food, keep it live. Don't ask me how he carries it. I don't know. But to be honest, you'll find more than enough of these calorie mates and crap like that. And there's just options that change options. So let's get this mission on the road. Another thing I didn't talk about that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this, is my health bar. Second of all, don't peek around a corner because it drops your camo to 0. Okay, sorry, a few more things about camo. Standing, ducking, and crawling all cause different camo indexes. So you notice I gain 5% when I duck. And if you crawl, if I went into those leaves over there, I'd probably go 90%. Notice my health is also gaining back. I'd probably go up to 90%. That is probably the highest you're really going to see through most of the game. You really don't get any higher than 90. And that means the enemy could be right on top of you and they wouldn't see you. Alright, so here's that guy there. I'm going to teach you a little CQC. If you press the circle button, you'll do regular punches. However, if you hold it you'll do different CQCs. If you hold it right down, you'll cut the guy's throat. You don't want to do that. Second of all, walking. If you walk normally, the guy will hear you. So use the directional pad, and he won't hear you. So if you come up to the guy behind them, gently press circle, so grab them. And then you can pull them around.
Speak.
You can interrogate them and ask them for information.
Won't hand over Sokolov.
Okay, whatever. You can cut their throat if you want. You can look in first person view and shoot if I've never been able to do this properly. Like that. Or you can throw them to the ground by pressing the button quickly and then tapping. And throw them down like that. That's another CQC move. That will knock them out. Now notice he has a lot of stars wear. It's going to take him a while to wake up. Let's duck down. See, 90% completely hidden. They can walk up to me. They won't see me. But then it won't be as effective if I go into the mud. So I'd have to go in. Change my camo to... probably Tiger Stripe's the best case for this one. Even that barely did anything. Just have to look at... oh, squares would be pretty good for this. But I'm just going to stick with the leaf and stay low because there's a lot of leafy areas. Now you saw I did all the CQZ moves. If you press forward before grabbing the guy and tapping the punch button, what you'll actually do is you'll throw them to the ground really, really hard and knock them out instantaneously. And that is very important because, as I was saying before, as I was about to say, notice my health bar is only halfway. Depending on what... I'm playing normal, by the way. Depending on what difficulty level you play on, your health bar will diminish a bit. So if you play on very easy, you'll have a full health bar, be the same length as your... oh god, same length as your stamina. You play on easy, you will have a health bar that is... you'll have a health bar that's 3/4 the length of your health bar. Normal will be half, and I believe hard will be 1/4, and extreme will be 1/4 as well. I want to go this way because there's a guard right there. Yeah, use the direction button whenever you see guards around you. Because they might hear you. This way you walk softly. Remember, walk softly and carry a big gun. There are items hidden around. I wouldn't bother with any of them. Because you don't really need them. So as I was saying with the health, you can increase your health by doing shit like that. The more CQC you perform on a guy, the more health you'll get. There's a guy over there.
I think I saw something.
You didn't see nothing.
Huh. Guess I'm seeing things.
Yeah, you're just seeing things.
What's wrong?
That's what's wrong. There you go. So oh, there's one guard over there. Oh, well, I'm not going to go after him anyways, because I'm going to end the video here. So the more you do shit like that, CQCing people, the more health you get. So if you're playing on Extreme, CQC people like hell, and you will get your health up really, really quickly. And there are a lot of areas where you can just keep doing it over and over again. And to be honest, you don't take a lot of damage from being shot in this, so if you just run up to a guy and perform CQC really, really quickly, you can take on like 5 guys. And like if you're being attacked, just don't go after the guys with shields, but you can actually take on a lot of guys just running around like an idiot, and you'd be perfectly fine in this game. Just run around for an idiot, knock a bunch of guys out, and then lie down and regain some health, and before you know it, your health gauge will be full. So folks, thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye now.